So now that we've kind of got a handle on how Scratch is built, and I've actually logged in now, so you can see that I'm logged in over there. I'm just going to say File New, and it gives me something new to work on. If you're not logged in, it may give you a warning of some kind to let you know that maybe you should be if you wanted to save your work. So every time you get a new Scratch window, I'm just going to click this little arrow here to make it smaller so it's easier to see everything. You'll get the Scratch Cat comes up. It's always called Sprite 1, and usually we don't actually want to do anything with that. So in this case, I'm going to call it a dog, and now it's called dog, and then I'm going to go to costumes, and I'm going to choose a costume from the library. I'll go to animals and down to the dog. And then I'll say goodbye to this costume and goodbye to this costume. And now my dog is an actual dog. So that's for costumes. For sounds, maybe I'd like to get a dog sound. So we'll go to the animal section. And let's see what dog 1 sounds like. Perfect. So I'll double click on that. And I don't need the meow anymore, so goodbye. And I'd like to make the dog a little bit smaller. So the easiest way to do that is to click the shrink button and then just click a whole bunch of times right on the dog and it'll get smaller. And now we're going to create something really, well, let's go with simple. Let's go with some simple people. And let's choose, I'm just going to be silly. Let's choose the witch. And we'll make the witch really small. And I'm going to make the witch chase the dog. And then the dog will try and run away. Okay, so it's just a basic keep away game. So for the dog, if I go under events, now events is a new tab for those of you who've used Scratch before. The events and control used to be all one big choice, and now they've kind of divided them into two. But I'm going to say when the green flag is clicked, so here's a green flag and a stop sign up here. So when the green flag is clicked, and then under the control tab, third one down is a forever. And this will help our program to loop always. So now that we have our forever, we want to point towards. And one of the choices in the point towards is to point towards the mouse. And so basically the dog is always going to be running after the mouse. So this is going to be fairly straightforward in that regard. Sort of like the dog is chasing the mouse and the witch is chasing the dog. And let's say, instead of saying move 10 steps, which would be fairly fast, well, let's leave it that way for now. And then when I click here, you can see, why is the dog going upside down? Okay, stop, stop. Thank you, dog. So under the settings, one of the choices is this side-to-side arrow, which means now the dog, when we run this, it'll only face side to side. And you can see here, like, he kind of does the little twitchy dance if he's not got somewhere to run to. So the dog is going to chase, oh, stop it, thank you. The dog is going to chase the mouse, and then we'll make the witch chase the dog. So 10 steps is a little bit on the fast side. Let's break that down to 5. Let's see what difference that makes. Ooh, that's much better. Okay, stop. And so let's do the same thing with the witch. So click on the witch, go to events when the green flag is clicked, and it should also be forever. And it's going to, under motion, point towards the dog. Okay, and it's also going to move. Now, let's be nice, and if the dog, let's just check, if the dog is going to move 5 steps, then let's make the witch move 4 steps. So theoretically, the dog should always be able to get away, although I suppose it's possible not to. And then we'll also have an if. And so inside of our forever, we'll have this if statement. So if we touch, so if the which, so I'm still in the which, you can see it highlighted here. And you can also see a little picture of the which up here. So if the which is touching the dog, then there needs to be some kind of game over thing. So under looks, I'm going to say hello for 2 seconds, and then I'll just change that to say game over for 2 seconds. And then also under, now where did they move it to? There it is. Under control, there's one called stop all. Okay, so that's going to stop everything, is going to stop the dog scripts, and it's going to stop the which script. Okay, so play green flag. Oops, let's try this again. Green flag. Interesting. Oh, haha, the stop all is happening immediately. That's not right. So that should be inside if we're touching the dog. That's when we do the stop game. So that was my mistake. Here we go. And now, oh, it touched. And it goes for 2 seconds. You can see the dog kept running for 2 seconds, and then the stop all happened. So really, the biggest problem that we have, my goodness, this dog is not very good at all. Come on, doggy. Oh. So the biggest problem that we have right now is that it starts right where they're located. So let's spread them out a little bit. And if we go to motion, I'll just show you this little trick here for a second. I'm going to put the dog over here and double click on the dog. So this go to XY, that is the location that the dog is at right now. And if you don't believe me, you can just kind of put the middle of your mouse there, and you can see that down here where it says X and Y, that's the location of where my mouse is right now on the screen. And if you want to experiment with the outer limits of X and Y, you can do that. So at the beginning of this game, the dog is going to go there, and the which, I should also make the which not go upside down, which is important. And we'll double click on that. So the which is going to go to this location. So after the green flag is clicked, the which goes to this location, and then it starts its loop. So I'm just going to start the game. Move, doggy, move. Oh, you died. And then start the game again, and they also go back to, my goodness, that which is extremely efficient. I'm going to have to make it so the which can't move quite so fast. There we go. I need to, oh, go run away, doggy, run away. Oh, died again. Okay, so there, very simple keep away game that apparently I'm not very good at.